demonstration, Mia. They seem to go hand in hand, even when you are a champion.
I don't think I could do it. I don't have the patience for golf.
I certainly never will.
Thanks, Bronte. Well, bringing radiology to regional Australians and ensuring those keeping rural communities alive have someone watching over them too. That's the goal of Heart of Australia, a travelling medical service that's just received a massive cash injection on a milestone birthday to expand its reach right across the country.
A CT machine, space for patient consults, all the bells and whistles of a hospital radiology ward, but it's on wheels. Welcome to Heart of Australia's Heart 5 Mobile Medical Clinic.
The world's first battery-operated CT scanner in a truck. So you could literally park this truck anywhere, out in a cane field, out in the desert.
Bringing city-grade hospital care to country folk, farmers and First Nations communities. It's been Dr Rolf Gomes' mission for the last 10 years. The service treating 18,000 people so far, saving around 800 lives, including 73-year-old Gary Briggs. He's been a patient since the start, trading cardiology appointments hundreds of kilometres from home for a checkup that's trucked in.
He convinced me that I should go to Brisbane and get a defibrillator put in my chest, and because he said that one day, because of my travelling all the time, one day I would die out there in the bush.
Heart of Australia celebrating its 10th birthday this month, receiving a big gift from the federal government, $45 million to put more of these on rural roads and hire crews to carry out vital health checks.
Within 2 years, there'll be a truck in every state and territory across the country.
It'll also help roll out the National Lung Cancer Screening Program in the outback.
Bush people are usually fairly tough and they think, oh, I'll get over this tomorrow.
Tough but not invincible. This growing service working to make sure distance doesn't stand in the way of early detection. Lily Greer, 9 News.
In just 3 minutes, rewinding the clock 100 years. The special celebration marking the end of an era. Tonight we take you back to horse and carts, bush rangers and steam trains. That's moments away. But first, Gary Youngberry is back with a check on the weather. And Gaz, good evening again to you. What's causing this crazy warm weather? Not that we're complaining though.
Well, Mia, there's been this heat that's been building across Central Australia. Over the past week, it's been drawn right across our state. Due to these northwesterly winds, they'll be here all week. The temps will gradually climb, reaching their peak on the last day of winter, up around 10 degrees above average. We'll check it in your forecast up next.
An 18th century style horse-drawn carriage has journeyed through outback Queensland, retracing the final steps of Australia's iconic bush postal service. The mail run commemorating 100 years since Cobb & Co made its last voyage, and hundreds went along for the ride.
500 kilometres west of Brisbane, a journey back through time. A horse-drawn carriage ride to the 18th century, when this was the only form of transport. A festival celebrating Cobb & Co, recreating the company's final mail run in Queensland in 1924.
If you could go back 100 years ago, we wouldn't be dressed like this. Mightn't have any boots on, because times were tough.
The coach service was founded in Victoria in 1854 and quickly became the lifeline of the bush, connecting services and people in the outback.
Everybody back in the day, farmers, every business required horses or draft animals to do it.
This 76-kilometre journey between Surat and Gildea broken up into 7 legs. A 2-day trip that would only take an hour by car, and it's not exactly a smooth ride.
You might have noticed by now there's no suspension.
I know that.
But it's not all a laughing matter, with bushrangers lurking around the bend.
Put them in the air.
These miniature troublemakers doing their best to raise money for the Surat Pony Club.
Hopefully when we hold the coach up, some people have got some coins in their pockets and might make a small donation to our club.
The coach accompanied by other carts towed by camels and bullocks, as well as one little pony who apparently needed the exercise.
Yeah, she's been in a good paddock. She's been running with the camels and the ponies at home, so she wears a bit of a bit of a tummy.
When the convoy finally rolled into its destination, every man and his dog had a front row seat.
Done such a marvellous job, the organiser. I reckon it's great.
A fun way to relive history and commemorate the end of the coach road. Cam Inglis, 9 News.
How good are the bushrangers? Well, time now for your full weather forecast. And Gaz, how hot are we talking this week?
Oh, Mia, 30 degrees plus, particularly for the inner suburbs. The first couple of days this week, sort of high 20s for the coast, but they'll gradually rise. And by the end of the week, the last day of winter, we're looking at about 34 degrees in Brisbane, 36 for Ipswich. Now, not quite a record. Brisbane's highest August temperature was back in 2009, and that was 35.4. But close to it as we wrap up for a hot week of winter. Let's have a look at temperatures today over southeast Queensland, and both the minimum and maximums were above average today, but it was all about the highs with 6 to 7 degrees above average, 31 for Ipswich and Beaudesert, 30 for Greenbank and Gatton, 29 Archerfield and Caboolture, 27 Brisbane, 28 for the Goldie, 26 for Redcliffe and the Sunshine Coast. To the weather map for Monday, a cold front producing showers and storms across New South Wales, Victoria and Tasmania, gusty winds and showers for the southwest of WA and extending into South Oz. For the capitals, a shower for Perth, Adelaide, Melbourne, Canberra and Hobart, sunny in Sydney, Alice Springs and Darwin. Returning to Queensland, mostly sunny and warm for Cairns, Townsville and Mackay. Early fog, but then a sunny one for Rocky and Gladstone. Sunny and warm around the Wide Bay and Burnett with 30 degrees forecast for Gympie. Sunny and very warm inland. We're looking at mid-30s for the north and central west. Southeast Queensland for Monday, a mostly sunny day. There could be a little bit of fog to the north with a slight chance of a shower in the south. Look, a possible thunderstorm. West-northwesterly winds, but temperatures tomorrow, high 20s, close to 30 degrees for the coast and bayside, up to about 33 in Ipswich. Moreton Bay, northerlies, 15 to 20 knots. That's why we're seeing this warm air pushing across southeast Queensland. Brisbane, partly cloudy, strengthening northwest to northeasterlies. Look, there is a very slight chance of a shower and thunderstorm and a high of 31 degrees. Outlook, the next 7 days, partly cloudy, 28 Tuesday, sunny and 31 Wednesday, 32 Thursday and Friday, 34 for Saturday. Ipswich, hot daytime temperatures for the last week of winter, Wednesday and Thursday 33, Friday 34, Saturday 36 degrees. For the Goldie, mostly sunny for that last week of August. Daytime temperatures will be close to 30 degrees most days this week, reaching up to a top of 32 on Saturday. The water temperature, by the way, at the moment is around 20 degrees. Not bad in. Sunshine Coast, sunny Tuesday and 26, Wednesday 29, Thursday 30, Friday 29, Saturday 31. And we can blame these north to northwesterly winds for the heat to wrap up this last week of winter. Actually, it's quite warm for spring, Mia. We don't see too often, not this many days in the 30s for winter.
Yeah, absolutely not. Bring on the tan, though, I say, Gaz. Thank you. Well, before we go, here's Adam Hegarty with a look at what's coming up on tonight's 60 Minutes.
Thanks, Mia. Tonight,
this is romance scam times a million.
exposing the scammers.
They are brainwashing techniques.
Latest devious tricks.
You can't believe your eyes. It's like a live deepfake.
Yep. How AI is earning them billions.
We haven't seen anything like this in the world before.
As more victims get stung.
I just knew in that moment I'd been done.
From these secret scam factories. Pretty heinous and calculated.
Absolutely. But they know what they're doing.
That's tonight after the block. Back to you, Mia.
And that is Nine News Queensland for your Sunday. Thanks so much for your company this weekend. I'm Mia Glover. Good night.